So I'm being serious right now. I just finished this film. I mean, not. I just finished the film. I finished the film like 5 hours ago. Yes, I can just say seeing the Franco bros together on screen, the Franco brothers, James Franco and Dave Franco, was one of the best experiences I've ever had. I mean, the Franco brothers are just so incredible and funny, and I just yesterday watched the film of James Dave Franco in the cinema together called, and also his wife was in this film, and he met his wife from he met his wife in this film in the Disaster Artist. That's where he got his wife from. And the Disaster Artist is a film directed by James Franco, main role James Franco, and yes, the Disaster Artist is a biopic of the actor, director, producer, writer Tommy Wiseau, who is probably the worst actor, worst director, worst writer, worst producer of all time. And they made a film, a biopic of him. He made the movie called The Room. It's actually a cult movie. You need to see this, but it's so bad. The acting is so bad. The dialogues are so bad. The story is so bad. The directing is so bad. Everything is so bad in The Room. And in this biopic, you see a bit of Tommy Wiseau's lives. Tommy Wiseau is actually played by James Franco, and the acting performance of James Franco is exceptional and on top. I mean, just doing the accent of Tommy Wiseau is so hard, and just the makeup, man, he looks like Tommy Wiseau in this film. I'm being serious. And yes, we also see them shooting The Room, which is very, very interesting and funny because he documented the whole crew and everything. He filmed everyone and literally had cameras everywhere. The real Tommy Wiseau for his films also because it's a biopic, and he went completely naked for a scene. For everybody knows this bad scene at the beginning from The Room, and yes, it's one of the best biopics ever. One of and the funniest biopic ever I've ever seen. And just the dynamic of the Franco brothers is another level, and also the cameos. Warning, spoilers, 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 spoilers. We've got so many actors. We know Dave Franco, James Franco, Seth Rogen. Then we've got Zac Efron as this guy with the weapon. Um, then we've got his wife, Dave Franco's wife. Then we've got a cameo of Bob Odenkirk, actually, which we know from Better Call Saul. And actually, we've also got a cameo of Bryan Cranston, which we all know from Breaking Bad. And Bob Odenkirk also from Breaking Bad. So we've got Saul Goodman and Walter White in the same film. Amazing. And Bryan Cranston was actually Bryan Cranston. And some other cameos, but I don't remember all of them, but they were just phenomenal. I mean, just. Oh, yes, Josh Hutcherson also, and so many others. But the Disaster Artist, you only really understand the film when you've seen The Room. When you've seen The Room. Because The Room is one of the worst movies ever made. Not the worst, but one of the worst. And yeah, and you need to see this on English because if you watch it on, I say it like it is right now. If you watch it on German, you won't get anything. You won't get anything. You also need to see The Room on English, because if you don't watch it in the original language, you don't see how terrible the acting actually is. I think if you watch it on German or something like that, it will be better. But you look at Tommy Wiseau's acting, and also as said, the Disaster Artist, the same thing with the accent. You don't really see that. You need to watch these both films on English, and that's it. So the Disaster Artist was a phenomenal movie, one of the best biopics ever made. And yes, thanks for watching and good night.